Well, hello everybody. How are we doing tonight? As you can tell, we're here in my lovely office, not in my garage this time, because we're not here to play straight pool. We're here to see who are the two lucky winners of a Predator BK Rush jump break queue from the product review video. And then who is the winner of my 75,000 subscriber giveaway, which is a complete poison package. You have this 2x4 poison hard case that is filled with I think this is what did I say this was? This was the Poison Arsenic AR1 playing cue, along with a Poison Jump Break cue. And then I even have a Poison Glove. Not exactly sure what size it is because I haven't opened it. It looks like part of it got, I guess, torn off during shipping. And a tube of Predator Shock. There's going to be two separate winners. But of course, there is the possibility that if a person commented on both videos, it is possible that they could be selected on both attempts. Their name could be selected twice if they did comment on both videos. So if you haven't done so already, there is still time because I will be accepting comments up until the point to where I actually run the comment picker. Because once I hit the play button, then that's pretty much it. And whoever gets selected, provided of course that they are a valid winner, because remember you have to have your subscription list public so that when the comment picker chooses the winner, then I'm going to verify that you're one of my subscribers, and if you're not, then I'm going to pick somebody else. And if you remember, there is a bug in the YouTube homepage, or not the homepage, but that basically what happens is that Mr. Edit One, a good buddy of mine, when I did one of my older live streams, I actually used his YouTube account as a test drive account of how the whole subscriber how the comment picker works. And when I went over to check his channel, I saw his subscription list, but I didn't see that I was in it. And he contacted me later on that evening and showed me that he is subscribed to me. He gets notifications when I go live, et cetera, et cetera. And I did a previous live stream talking to everybody about that as to what am I supposed to do when that's completely out of my hands. I don't know if YouTube is behaving or misbehaving, going from one account to another. And we pretty much just came to the conclusion that, yeah, if you want to say YouTube kind of screws you out of the giveaway, well, I can't be held accountable for that. There's really no other way to get around that as far as I'm concerned. My subscriber list is just way too long to be able to search through it to see if you're one of my subscribers. So it'll be what it'll be. But I don't want to just pick winners and then just call it a night, right? We don't ever do that, right? We try to have some fun. I want to see who's all in here. Let's see. Ken J16, you don't need the poison stuff, but you sure would like the BK Rush if you win. But if you win the poison package, send it to the runner-up and the BK to me. Because what am I saying? I probably won't win either of them. No chance I get lucky. I mean, a lot of people signed up, right? We're talking one out of a few hundred that's going to get selected. So, I mean, it's certainly a possibility. Loping CSF, Russian Crush Gaming, Ron Johnson, Kyle Priest, Carl Gamble, I'm sorry. Alfredo Flores, I believe do you pronounce that par or pear? Richard Obe, Benito Panizzi, Trevor Simpson, Trash Panda Gaming. What's going on, Craig? Donovan Harris, my buddy Bryant from Corner 4 Billiards, Chris Cole, Cecil Freeman, Bob Henson, Murky Joker, how's it going? Les Johnson, how you doing? Lucas Stoffel, I hope I said that correctly. Travis Wilson, how's it going, man? Justin H, MDU, what's going on? Chris Witten, Waylon, Ryan Harpson, how you doing, man? Blasted Puffin, I hope I'm not missing anything. My buddy Wayne Morgan, how's it going, man? Kenneth Bowers, Dylan Thomas, Tim Z, how you doing, bud? Oh man, so many people in here. Nathan Gittins, Alex Marino, Funky Kool-Aid Man, Seth White, Joe Pardo, Terrence Levine, Bangtime Pool, EA, Jack Mitchell, Richard O. Lots and lots of lovely people. Lots and lots of lovely people. This is awesome. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, give this stream a thumbs up. I'm giving away lots of stuff here, man. What's not to like about the stream? Unless of course you don't get picked. But you know that's the whole lottery thing here. It's like this is my way of showing my appreciation for the following that I've been able to build, being able to provide everybody either entertaining pool content or educational pool content at the same time to allow me to get the following that I have here, which is super awesome. Yaworski Pool Practice, how's it going, bud? Let's see, Ryan Homson, you're looking forward to meeting me this year at the Moscone. Awesome. I plan on being there. I already got my tickets and everything else. I just haven't done my plane tickets or reserved my hotel yet because I'm supposed to be traveling there. Like I'm not traveling with Nate. We're obviously going to meet there this time when we get there. But I've got some other traveling buddies that I'm going with, and we're all going to schedule like our same flights, same hotels and stuff, and we just haven't done that yet. Let's see, Captain Flint, how do you check if your subscription list is public? I believe I'm allowed to do that now because in the chat, oh, maybe not. It didn't work. Let's try it again. Yeah, it didn't work. Because usually when you look at the live chat, you can see that there's 3 dots next to everybody's names if you hover over them. And one of the options is the go to channel. And it doesn't look like it works. Let's see here, though. I can do this, though. I can check all my comments that I have from everybody. This is lovely. Let's see, Captain Flint. There's some of your comments. You gave me a $5 thanks on my subscriber giveaway. That's super awesome. I really do appreciate that. Let's have a look at your stuff. You look good to go, and I can see that I'm in the subscription list. So that's awesome. You're good to go if you happen to get selected, though. That's the thing. Let's see, Dylan Thomas. Thank you so much. What does that translate to? Let's see here. So it looks like roughly a $2.50 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Have you ever been caught lacking? What do you mean by that? Lacking at what? Not sure what you mean by that, but thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Yaworski Pool Practice. Are all of my subscribers in the draw? No. Only those that have actually commented on the videos that I had put up for both the subscriber special giveaway and the Predator BK Rush. Because I'm pretty much selecting a random comment from those videos, and after I select the comment, I go and check to see if I can see that I'm in their subscription list, and if I am, that's what makes them a valid winner. Murky Joker, where's Q Listings and Eves? I'm not entirely sure, but I do know this. Q Listings is 13 subscribers away from getting 2,000 subscribers. And I know that when he gets 2,000 subscribers, he is going to do one of 2 things, depending upon where you're located. If you're outside of the United States, he will randomly give a subscriber $300 just for making 2,000 subscribers. If you're within the United States, then you have an option of either taking the $300 or you can actually get a queue of equal value. So one of the I think the price has gone up now. They're like $319 or $320 queues now. But you can have a choice of either that or the $300 in cash. So if you haven't already subscribed to Q Listings channel, let's get him up to 2,000 subscribers. So there would be another giveaway for some lucky winner to have. besides mine. Okay, so Stephen Barker, are there any new matches to post? Currently, no. There's been the past couple of weeks that have gone by for APA. There just hasn't been like somebody that I could play like that. I don't know. In my opinion, if it would be a match worth watching, because I typically try to match up against only sixes and sevens. Every now and again, I do get matched up with a five, but usually if the opponents don't, if the opposing team doesn't have a six or a seven for me to play against, I typically take the night off and let my co-captain take care of the night because he's my six, and then kind of go from there. That way, I get to have a break from league night every once in a while, but we also do that for every single solitary team member because we do have a roster of 8 players. Let's see. Joden Aiden, you're watching from the Philippines. Thanks for stopping by, man. I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. Let's see here. All right, so what the heck do we want to do here? There was one thing I had mentioned before, and that's how I've been playing around with this guy again. This is something I actually used to have at the office. And the interesting part is I actually went to the office a couple of weeks ago to go get all of my stuff at my desk. That's what used to be at my desk. And if you don't already know, I have basically 3 other monitors that are panoramic around the desk at which I'm sitting at here. So at my computer desk in the office that I used to go to was this, and I use all of them. So these 3 monitors plus my laptop, that's 4 screens that I would continuously work on. But now I'm going to take one of those monitors and probably put it in the garage there to help me. That way my laptop that I have in my garage can actually have an external monitor. I think that's going to help with a couple of things. And I almost forgot. I guess I might as well talk about a couple of announcements too. I am probably going to start streaming my whatever I stream, right? With the exception of tonight. Tonight is strictly on YouTube, but I'm probably going to start streaming both on YouTube and on my Facebook page at the same time. I'm looking into purchasing a subscription to Restream. The only difference is that it's not as robust as using OBS. It's very flexible, though. The only difference is that if I decide to use Restream and stream to 2 different locations, I can still build a scene in OBS and use Restream to stream my layout that I have. The only difference is that if I were to do some sort of virtual match, like I did with Q listings, because if y'all remember that virtual match that I had, because of the way I was capturing everything, I looked flipped. I looked like I was playing left-handed because of the studio that we were in, where Q listings looked like he was playing just fine. And so because of that, that kind of made me want to maybe look into using Restream. I know the Pool Player podcast, the Queue It Up podcast, I think Gloria from Ride the 9 Tour, like they all use Restream, and so I've heard nothing but good things about them. So as far as being able to have people on my channel with me and stream out to multiple locations at the same time, it's just going to make things a lot easier. So there'll be times where I'll still just have just regular old recorded content, and then there'll be times where I'll be streaming at multiple locations. So that way some of my Facebook followers can stay on the Facebook platform. And then every once in a while it might just be like just doing stuff here on YouTube. Let's see. So there's that. What I can say though is here. Let me show you this. Because like what happens after I'm done with this giveaway? Right? That's what y'all might be interested in knowing. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, sorry. I have a bunch of stuff that I don't need. And I don't know how much longer I want to hold on to all this stuff. So some of these are going to be product reviews. Some of these might just be like giveaway challenges, like competitions, type of things. But yeah, I've got lots of cool stuff to still give away. And this case has cues in it. So hold on. There we go. If you can't read that. If you want to know what kind of cues are in here, all right? I've got lots of cool stuff. Ugh. I'm about to drop all this stuff. Ugh. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. So let's see. So there's all of that at least. When's the next time am I gonna play straight pool? It's probably not looking until maybe Thursday. With the way things are, I think with the way things are going right now. Um, oh, someone happened to notice the Predator sleeve. The question is what's in it? That's a surprise. But strangely enough, I'm about to make probably a bad joke here. You saw the J-Flower case. You saw the poison cases or sleeves. You saw the Predator sleeve. I don't know if you saw the Jacoby. Then there was just a regular old 1x1 case. You know I have the poison package that I'm giving away, and you know I have the BK Rush. Which one's my sponsor? That might be a bad joke, but whatever. Let's see. Now, would you still make that Facebook content available on YouTube? It'll go to both at the same time. Like my recorded content, that always stays on YouTube. So I'm strictly talking about when I live stream. Live streaming will basically go to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. When am I actually going to start doing that? I don't know yet. Like I just mentioned that the next time that I do my Road to 100 straight pool live stream is probably going to be this Thursday. Am I going to be streaming to both by then? I mean, if I have everything set up by then, because I haven't purchased the license. The first thing I did was I opened a free account just so I can start playing around in the studio and get a little bit familiar with the tools and stuff. Oh, I guess no one saw the Jacoby, huh? I was playing around with all the tools just so I can get familiar with the user interface and see what I'm going to be capable of doing and what's not capable of doing. So like one of the things that you can't do in Restream is basically build a scene like you can in OBS. Now you can use OBS and have OBS set up as a virtual camera to basically be able to feed into the Restream software. So I'll still be able to use like my scene layouts and stuff when I'm just doing like individual live streams by myself. But if I do a virtual match, then that makes things a little bit more difficult because now I'll have people in the Restream studio with me, and so you'll have the separate windows and stuff. So it'll very much look like, if you've seen any of the Pool Player podcasts live streams or any of the Queue It Up Networks live streams, it'll be very similar to that whenever I do virtual competitions. But this is the Jacoby. I won this a long time ago on the Queue It Up networks. I think this was during either VG10 2.0 or VG9. I can't remember exactly. Now I have another Jacoby, but that one's in my garage, and that one I'm not giving away because the one that I have in my garage was the very very first prize I ever won from the Queue It Up network. I did an unboxing video of it, and my 3-in-1 straight my 3-in-1 straight in drill. I'm actually using that Jacoby in that video. But this one here, this is from the Mag series, and I mean, of course I can keep it, but I figured, I don't know, maybe one of y'all would want it. The thing is that I actually had a challenge that I was going to do many years ago. Not many years, like last year or the year before that, to be able to see, like, you have to earn this through a challenge, and it was going to be a hard challenge, but I never took the time to, or actually I tried making a recording of the challenge, but I wasn't able to complete the challenge myself. So and since then, I just haven't tried doing it again. So it's just kind of just been sitting here. So now it's a matter of, do I want to still turn it into a challenge for a giveaway, or do I want to do a product review of it and then just give it away for that? I'm not entirely sure. So like the last competition challenge video I did was the Spot Shot One Pocket Challenge. And I've learned since then, because I only ran that challenge for 2 weeks, which wasn't long enough. So just like how with my 75,000 subscriber giveaway special, I let that live stream sit for a month before today. I'm basically going to announce the winner. And I think for any future competitions, like online virtual competitions that I do, that I'll do the same thing. Like the competition will run for like a month or so to hopefully give enough time for people to be able to enter the competition, compete in the competition, and then possibly win the competition. Auntie, you're wanting to know that if I stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, does it mean that you have to have two separate chats, or are you able to combine them somehow? So Restream does have the ability to pull in all the chats at once to where I can see what's coming from either platform, and I can display it for the viewers to see as well. So if anybody from YouTube wants to chat with Facebook, they can do that, and vice versa. And I think there's some sort of plugin that I can do where the Facebook live chat can actually be in the YouTube live chat, and I think vice versa. But I haven't really done that. What I do know that works is that Restream does allow all the chats to come into one specific location, and that can be broadcasted out to everybody. So that way everybody's able to talk with everybody. Camp East Coast Boys. Salute, big fan from Houston, a fellow Texan. How's it going, bud? Thanks for being here. Ryan Harmson, is OBS OSB is OBS free? Yes. Versus a fee for Restream, there is you can have the free version of using Restream. Like I just currently opened up a free account. The only thing about having the free account is that there will be like the Restream brand would be on my live stream if I decided to live stream right now using Restream, and I don't like that. So if I want to remove that brand, I have to purchase some sort of license, and there's different types of licenses that I can purchase, and it's most likely going to be the one that's like, I think it's around $40 a month. So that way I can have my own custom logo on there and a bunch of other features. And then there's like a business version that I think is like $80 a month. That's supposed to grant you like so many more. You have the standard package that'll give you whatever features, and then you have the pro package that has all of the standard features plus more. Then you have the business feature that has all the pro features plus more, et cetera, et cetera. And I think with what I'm interested, I'm interested in the pro features from what I was looking at. Let's see here. Oh no, that I completely agree with that, Anti. Trying to keep up with two separate chats would be annoying. I already have a hard enough time just keeping up with one chat. So we'll see though. Does anybody know how to solve one of these? Does anybody know what all the algorithms are? I'm not a speed cuber by any means. It will usually take me like about I've solved these in less than a minute, but usually it takes me a long time to do. And trying to do this in front of a camera is actually going to be a little difficult. But I remember one of the first strategies that I ever learned on how to solve the Rubik's Cube is one, knowing that whatever the centerpiece is, this is basically the color that is supposed to be on this face here. So this is the white piece here, so all of these are supposed to be white. Then you have blue, so all of this is supposed to be blue. Then you have yellow, so here's all the yellow, and then here's the green. And then you have the orange over here, and then you have the red over here. So because these centerpieces, they can't move. So the first thing, the basic strategy they say you always do is when you look at the white side, flip it over to the yellow side. And your objective is you want to get the 4 sides here to be white and also match whatever they're supposed to be. So in other words, if I look at this piece, this side here, because here's yellow and here's blue. So what I want to be here, what I want to be here is the white and blue piece. I'm going to go look for the white and blue piece, which is right here. So if I can just spin this now to where now you see that there's yellow and white, and on the other side is the blue. So this is a good thing. So now I'm going to go look for another one. So over here, we have the orange piece. So I want to look for a white side with an orange, which is right here. Let's see here. Nope, not like that. Okay, so now we have blue and white, and then we have white and orange, all nicely lined up. So over here is green. So now when I normally solve these, I don't have to do this like this anymore. So here's the green. And then, where's the last one? Looking for white and red. Here's white and red. So what I'm going to do is spin this over to where I have this. So now I have the 4 whites here with a yellow center. So I want to make sure though that, let's see here. This is hard to do in front of a camera. White and blue, red and white, green and white, and then orange and white. Now why do you do this? Well, because on the exact opposite side is the white. And the reason why you do that though is now all I have to do is just do a complete 180 turn on each side. And now I have a white cross. So after you do this, and all of it is where it's supposed to be, you'll notice here I have red and white, blue and white, orange and white, and then green and white. So the next thing you want to do is you want to get the 4 corners here. So you pretty much try to apply the same principle. So in this case here, I want to find the white piece that has whatever corner that it has here. So for example, here's a white piece that has red. And you'll notice that the red is already lined up. Let's see here. Lined up here. But I want this piece here to be up here. So in order for me to do that, what I can do is take this red, rotate it away from the red piece, and pull this corner down. And then when I rotate the red piece back, you'll notice here, red, and then when I rotate up, now I've got this corner here that matches up with the red. And I pretty much want to do the same thing on all 4 sides. And I'm probably doing a terrible job explaining this. So if I look at this piece, there's a green over here in this corner. So I want to find the side that has green, which looks like it's right here. So that means that that piece that I just showed you, I want up here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rotate this corner. Since this piece is already here, if I were to do like this, now the piece that I want is right underneath where it needs to be. So I have to rotate it away, pull the corner down, and then put the corner back and then pull it back up. So now I have this right here. Orange, green, and white. So now here's a white and blue piece, and the blue's over here on this side. So when I put the blue corner here next to this blue, like I said, I rotate it away, pull the corner down, rotate this back over, and pull it back up. And then one more white piece left, which is here at the orange. So we have the orange here with the orange center, rotate it away, pull the corner down, rotate over, and then come back up. And so there's like the full step 1 of solving the top, what they refer to as the top layer. So now the next thing we want to do is to be able to solve this entire middle layer. And the way they say you do that is flip this over and look at the yellow piece. And what you want to do is you want to look at the side pieces that are not yellow here and don't have yellow here. So when you look and see, like, this blue piece here has a yellow, so I don't want to use this one. And this red piece here has a yellow. I don't want to use that one either. But this green piece has a red piece. So that's a piece that's going to go somewhere in the middle layer. So what I can do is this. So here's where I would line up the red piece with it. But this is green, and I need green to go over here. Now this is where it gets confusing on how to actually explain this. But what you do is I'm going to take this red, and since green is over here, I'm going to rotate this red away from green. Pull the green down and then pull it back. Whoops. I think I did it wrong. This is where I'm going to get confused on explaining something. So let me see. Pull this down, pull this over, back up, and then put the corner back. There we go. So now we have this. I probably just explained that terribly, so let me see if I can try it again. So if I look at this piece here, here is blue with an orange, and I need this to be over here, because here's the blue and here's the orange. So since I have the orange piece lined up here, what I do is take the orange, rotate it away, not towards the blue, but rotate it away from the blue. Then I'm going to take this side here and pull it down, rotate this over, and then pull it back up. And what happens is I've dislodged the corner when I've done that. So in order to put this piece back, I just do the same thing that I did to get it in the corner in the first place. And then you'll notice here that the blue piece is where it needs to be. So all I'm going to do is rinse and repeat everything. So like here's a orange piece with a green piece. And here's where the green side is. So if I take this orange and rotate it away, pull this piece down, rotate the orange back, put the white back up, and like I said, I've dislodged the corner because the corner piece is right here. Then just put it back where it was. And now we've got the orange and green piece. It looks like we're still missing a piece here because here's red and blue, which appears to be right here. So when I line up the blue piece, red's over here, so I'm going to rotate this away, pull this down, put the piece back, and put this up. And since I've dislodged the corner, put it back. And at this point, I can't explain what I'm about to do. I wish I could. So from here, now all I got to do is just solve this layer. And like I said, I wish I can explain how to do this. I haven't practiced it enough to be able to explain it, so I'm just going to solve it. And actually, since I've been doing all the explaining, I've already dislodged everything. So now I'm at a point where I just want to solve the whole thing. Let's see here. This is why I wanted to do this, though, so that way I can practice trying to explain how to solve a Rubik's Cube. But I've already messed up a couple of things, and I got to fix it all. And so I'm going through the same algorithms again to put everything back to solve the top layer and the middle layer. And then once I'm done with that, then I can go back to solving the bottom layer. All right, so now we're back to that. So now I can do this. Okay, see, I got this part solved. And so now I do almost have the orange solved. Wait a minute. There we go. Almost forgot the algorithm. Now you can see I've almost got the top layer solved, but this isn't right. This isn't right. And this isn't right. So let's see. I think I'm pretty much done after that. And if I try to follow that algorithm as quickly as I possibly can, like I said, I can usually get it done in under a minute. But like, you know, the speed cubers that are out there, they get this stuff done in like 4 or 5 seconds. Beer King, this is how Hellraiser started. that's too funny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, so there's that. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, as a software developer, I'm always into just like, you know, very puzzling type of things for like algorithms, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's always a lot of fun to me. That's why I'm also into Sudoku. Now close, Murky Joker. Now close your eyes and do it. Not a chance of that happening. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so I at least did that little intermission. Let's switch over to this. Let's see here. Everybody wants to know about how does this stuff work. So, demonstration. Let me make that perfectly clear. What I'm about to do here is demonstrate how this is going to work. So whoever you see get picked here is not a winner. Demonstration, demonstration, demonstration. All right. So you can see here, it wants me to enter the YouTube URL. And what I'm going to use as a demonstration is my old Breaking an 8-Ball Rack 2-Ways video. So I'm going to take the URL from here, copy it, come over to here, enter it into this little text box here, and say, get the YouTube comments. And it's going to tell me how many there are. There's 442 comments on this video here. Demonstration. I'm going to keep on saying that so that way it's perfectly clear. But we want to make sure that we don't have duplicate users. This is why I was saying before about how commenting multiple times does not increase the chances of you being a winner. Because I'm going to filter out duplicate users, and you can see we go from 442 to 424. So if somebody commented multiple times on this particular video for whatever reason, because like I didn't do a giveaway during this video, but someone did comment multiple times. So there's 424 unique comments that this program that is on the web, if everybody wants to know what the URL to this program is this. This is the program that I'm using. So of the 424, I come down here to where I can just click this little start button. So when I say go, well, not that button. When I say go, you can see it starts going through everybody. And then it picks somebody. Demonstration. So this would be Sean Collins. Says, the only problem with this is that some tournaments do not allow for hitting any ball but the head ball on the spot. So because like that comment is referring to what I did in that video is I was showing you about how when you break an 8-ball rack, you can either hit the head ball or you can hit the balls that are in the second row, which I don't know anybody that restricts that. What I do know is restricted is you cannot go beyond the second row anymore. Because I know hitting the third row actually used to be a thing back in the day, but I think all leagues and tournament formats now only permit you to be able to hit the head ball or the balls that are in the second row for an 8-ball rack. Now here's the thing though. So this guy could be a winner. Demonstration. So what I'm going to end up doing though is clicking this here, and it's going to take us to his YouTube channel. And then I'm going to go check out what channels he has available. And you can see he's got this has his subscription list public. Now, what people have wondered about before is that if I try to look for my channel name in here, I've explained this before, I currently can't find any. So what I end up doing is if I scroll to the bottom, more people start to load in, and it looks like actually this is it. So if I try to do a search for me now, I search for Lil Chris, and then I just search for Chris. And I'm not in this subscription list. So therefore, this person would not be a winner. So all I would do is just come back over here and just say, pick another winner from the same exact video. This is Tammy Badass. I like the way you explain things, clear to the point. Thank you so much. Subscribed. Demonstration. Let's see. Let's see if she would be a valid winner. And you can see this one would not be a valid winner either because they don't have their subscription list public. All right, so that's pretty much how this works. So if I can see that list and I can see that I'm in that list, that's what makes you a valid winner. Are we clear on this? Are there any questions? Because the first raffle that I'm going to do is going to be the BK Rush. I want to make sure everybody is clear on how this works. No questions or anything? Everybody thinks that one might be a bot. I mean, it's a possibility. But YouTube's been doing really good actually at closing down bot accounts. There's been a couple of times. Where I noticed like my subscriber count will drop because of the any like spam bots or bot accounts or fake accounts basically get flagged and deleted. All right, so here is the Predator BK Rush jump break queue video. It's 12 minutes long. I'm not gonna sit here and make have y'all watch it like I've done before. Let's go ahead and get this going. Let's go back up here. Let's see how many comments are we dealing with. First, we'll allow duplicate users to stay in. Ooh, 583. How many of them are duplicate? Ooh, 20. 20 of them are duplicate, because now we drop down to 563. Okay. Is everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. Click. Todd Michael. You just bought a McDermott Stinger jump break cue. Wouldn't mind another for a comparison. Todd Michael. Let's see if you're a valid winner. Well, you have no content, but that doesn't matter. Ooh. Let's see if I'm in here. So let's look for Lil Chris. Currently, no. Let's look for Chris. Come on. Currently, no. So let's scroll to the bottom so more channels get loaded in, because not all channels get loaded in all at once. So I'm just going to keep jumping to the bottom, and I don't even have to look. There I am right there. Todd Michael, are you in the live chat? I'm going to give this just a second. I see there's 115 lovely people in this chat. Is Todd Michael one of them? Okay, maybe not. So what I can do, though, is I'm going to go find his comment and let him know that he is the winner. Let's see, where are you at? There's your comment. Let's do, actually, let's see here. I think if I go this way, where did he commented 2 months ago. Let's see. Looks like people 1 minute ago, Shortstop Gaming, Rodrigo Delgado, like all of y'all would have been like, before I pressed get comments, get the YouTube comments. If you got if you got your comment in before I picked, it would have selected you. So let me see here. Where is he at? His comment says it was 2 months ago, and the only reason why I'm replying this way is because his name will actually get tagged if I find it. Let's see. 1 month ago. We're getting there. We're getting there. 1 month ago, 1 month ago. You see what I have to do, folks? Where's 2 months ago? Lots of people commented a month ago. Ah, here we go. 2 months ago. Okay, let's see here. Where's Todd Michael? I can make it easier. There we go. Oh, was there more to his comment that I didn't read? Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, Chris, and best of luck to everybody. Whoops. There we go. So, let's do a reply. Congratulations, Todd. You are the winner of the Predator BK Rush Jump Break Q. I need you to contact me as soon as possible so we can arrange delivery. So the only thing I could say, folks, is if he doesn't get back to me within, like, I don't know, a week, then if anything, I can just pick somebody else. But normally people have been pretty good about contacting me. So 1 giveaway down, 1 to go, and as y'all can see, Q Listings is in the house. So let's go take a look at his channel. I want to see how many more does he need? Is it still 13? Because I see 1.99k subscribers. That's at least 10 or less than 10. How many more are you going to need? Oh, and in case anybody's wondering, let me show y'all this. Remember, I said I wanted that product review video to get 25,000 views. And remember, I said I paid $650 for it. It hasn't even broken 10,000 yet. And I only made $80 off of it. So what I had said before was, fortunately, all the live streams that I've been doing lately of Straight Pull, my backhand English video, and everything else that I've been doing up until this point over the time has finally covered the cost of the Q. Right? So that's how I'm able to just give it away for free. That's what Q Listings pretty much does as well, because the revenue that he gets from his channel, now that he's also monetized, he basically just gives it back to his subscribers. And so that's why we want to get him up to 2,000 subscribers. He needs 5 more subscribers. And one of his lucky subscribers is going to be a winner of something. It's either going to be $300 if you're outside of the United States, or if you're within the United States, it could be $300 or a $300 valued Q. One or the other. So, get him 5 more subscribers. So when you think about it, if I do another product review giveaway, like I can still try to set a viewer milestone, maybe a like milestone or something like that. But then I'm already learning the hard way that I can't expect the product review videos to pay for the Qs themselves. Right? So I got to figure out a way to still be able to bring in the revenue. That way I don't have to worry about trying to have all of y'all purchase like raffle tickets from me or anything like that. I mean, like, I would rather borrow your free time to watch a video and comment, like the video and stuff, than for you to invest money with the possibility of you not winning. Now, there's a trade-off there, right? Because for every comment, because of the way I use that YouTube comment picker, you are just one out of hundreds of people that possibly comment. Right? So that's your chance of winning. But if you purchase raffle tickets, I would allow you to purchase more than one raffle ticket. It's just a trade-off, right? So say I were to sell, I don't know, 100 tickets, right? And you buy 20 of them, right? So you now have a 20% chance of winning, but you also still have an 80% chance of losing, right? So it's like if you invest 20% into the raffle and then still lose, you basically walk away with nothing. Like, give or take, would you rather play the lottery that way or just be completely, non-invested except for a YouTube comment and possibly win something for free? Like, I don't know. But because I was able to cover the cost of the queue, I'm still able to give it away for free, as well as do the next one the same way, provided that I'm actually able to pull in enough revenue to be able to cover the cost of the queue. Mr. Shot, you're asking me if I still have my Viking queues. Yes, they're in my garage, along with my Sean STL. Those are queues I'm not getting rid of. All of the queues that I have sitting over here, these are queues that I can actually depart with. But the queues that are in my garage, like, even my tuxedo queue, oh. Ugh. Let's see, make sure there's no address being shown or whatever. There's something in here. This is gonna be a fun future video. This is not a giveaway item though. This is something for me. I don't want to spoil what's in here though. But that's gonna be a fun video to make. I can tell you that right now. Ooh. Does he already have his 2,000? Dun, da, da, da. Q listings. You now have over 2,000 subscribers, so it is your duty to go live sometime and do exactly what I'm doing. So we're all looking forward to seeing that. Craig, what if we know what's in the box? Do y'all want to know what's in that box? Y'all want to know what's in that box? Give me a thumbs up in the live chat if you want to know what's in that box. I don't mind telling you what's in the box. Like I said, it's mine. Let me see some thumbs up in the chat. Flood the live chat with a bunch of thumbs up if you want to know what's in that box over there that I just showed. Look at that. Of course everybody wants to know what's in the box, right? What's in the box? A lot of stuff that I basically have over here, like minus the J-Flower stuff, minus the Predator sleeve that you saw. A lot of these items here, practically almost all of them, except for the ones that I just named, are items that I won from the Queued Up Network's giveaways. That's what that's from. Another Queued Up Network giveaway. And what's in there is the Shane Van Boning Q-Tech Ghost Q. 12.5 millimeter shaft, Q-Tech Synergy shaft, which is why I'm not giving it away. Because now I have a Revo shaft, I have a Synergy shaft, and I have J-Flower shafts. 3 different types of carbon fiber shafts, and I probably do plan on getting more. And if anybody remembers, I have a buddy of mine that is building me a mechanical arm. And we're going to be using that to do as true as possible a deflection test, right? Because if everybody remembers, when I did the first J-Flower product review video, I did a deflection test in that video, but there was so much human error that I had in there because the amount of deflection that I did with right spin was not the same amount as I did with left spin, and that could be like 3 different things came to my mind. I either didn't aim as straight as I thought I would going from one side to the other. I didn't use precisely the same amount of right spin as I did left spin. Like I might have said, this is 1 tip of right spin, this is 1 tip of left spin. But was it precisely the same amount? Not exactly sure. And I possibly did not use the same amount of power when I was using right spin and left spin. I mean, I tried. And so therefore, the results of deflection we're not the same. So as an IT person, I just don't like presenting that type of information. I'd rather it be as precise as possible, which is why you haven't seen me do another deflection test in any of the other review videos that I've done. But when my buddy finishes building me that mechanical arm, the human error should be taken out of the equation. Because I think it's supposed to have like laser sightings and stuff, and then we'll be able to have like a dial to know like how much left spin we're gonna put on, how much right spin we're gonna put on, et cetera, et cetera. And then I think it's gonna be spring loaded, kind of like how you do with like a pinball machine where you pull the spring back so far or whatever. So it's gonna be spring loaded to where hopefully we can generate the same amount of power, the same amount of spin on each test. So when I have this mechanical arm finally completed, then I can just take all types of different shafts, wood, maple shafts, carbon fiber shafts, or whatever, and do a true comparison as to which one deflects the least, which one deflects the most. And I mean, let's be honest here. If one deflects more than the other, I mean, that doesn't make it better. I mean, before carbon fiber came out, all we had was cues that had deflections on them, right? And we figured out how to get used to them. We adjusted on how to aim using any of the side spins. But I do think that's just going to make for a very interesting video to see, especially since carbon fiber is the newest and biggest thing to hit the pool industry. Wouldn't it be cool to know like which one deflects the most and which one deflects the least? But we'll see how that works. Q listings, or we can hire Fedor Gorst to be the Q machine. I mean, that's certainly a possibility. I wonder how much that would cost. All right, let's see here. What do we want to do now? Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to do this next. Because I did say we were going to do this. Anybody know how to play Sudoku? If you're not familiar with the game of Sudoku, this is a grid of 3x3 3x3 grids. And what you'll notice in here is there's already a bunch of numbers populated on the board here. So we got a total of 81 squares, right? Because it's basically a 9x1, which is separated into 3x3s. The objective of a Sudoku puzzle is to have the numbers 1 through 9 go through each row, and 1 through 9 go through each column. But there's one caveat. The same number cannot exist in the same row or the same column or the same grid at the same time. So that's pretty much a restriction that you have to adhere to. So in other words, if I were to just somehow randomly guess that this block here was a 1, I would not be able to solve it. And actually, you can see here that there's an option to auto check for mistakes, right? Because since there's a 1 here already in this row, that means there can't be a 1 over here on this grid, and there can't be a 1 over here on this grid. Just like how since there's a 1 up here in the first row, first column, that means there can't be a 1 in any of these 3 columns, and there can't be a 1 in any of these 3 columns. So this is the difficulty of easy. I can actually go all the way up to hard, and sometimes I can do expert, but I want to just show what an easy one looks like here. So what we can do is by process of elimination, we can try to figure out, well, since a 1 can't go into the first row, since there's already 1 here, and a 1 can't go into the second row at all, we know we can't place a 1 here in the third row because there's already a 1 here, and we already know that there's a 1 here, so a 1 can't go here. So that means in this 3x3 row, there's got to be a 1 that goes here or here. But there's a 1 right here in this column. So that means the remainder of this column here can't be a 1. So what ends up happening is we know that these can't be 1s, these can't be 1s, and this can't be a 1. So therefore, by process of elimination, this one here must be a 1. And it doesn't flag me as a mistake, so therefore we're good. So now let's go look at the next one. What we can see here is we have a 1 here. So therefore we know these can't be 1s. And these are already filled in, so it doesn't matter. So that means a 1 must go down here in this row here. But the middle row here means that there can't be a 1 here. So we have a possibility of a 1 going here and a 1 going here. But we don't know which one yet, and we don't want to guess either. So we're gonna move around and see what else we can find. It's like let's look at this grid, for example, because this grid's almost complete. We're missing what? We're missing a 1, and we're missing a 4, and we're missing a 6. So here's what we see already. We have a 1 here and a 1 here. So that means a 1 cannot go here and a 1 cannot go here. So therefore, the 1 must go there. So now all we're missing is the 4 and the 6. But what we can see here is that here's a 4. So therefore, this can't be a 4. That means the 4 must go over here. And the only number that we have left in this grid is a 6. So that grid's complete. And then look, we have the entire 6s covered here. So that's a good thing. Let's see, what else can we find? Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find some 2s. 2s are all covered there. Let's look at this right here. Look at this grid here. We've got a 2 here, so that eliminates those 2 blocks, and we've got a 2 here that eliminates this block, which means this one here must be a 2. Let's see here. Looks like we're missing an 8, maybe? No? Let's try to find something else. Here's a good one. We look at the 5s here. If we want to focus on this grid here, we've got a 5 here eliminating these 2 cells. We've got a 5 here eliminating these 2 cells. That means this must be a 5. And since we have a 5 going across this way eliminating these cells and a 5 going here eliminating these cells, here's a 5. Let's see. What else can we find? Let's have a look at 7s. Here's a 7 here. Let's focus on this grid here. We have a 7 that goes over here. And we have a 7 that blocks out this, makes this a 7. So the 7s are done in the top grid row. 7s are done in the middle grid row, but the 7s are not done over here. Let's see, finish the 1s. Let's see, where are we at with the 1s? 1s are done here. So if we focus on this grid here, 1s can't go here, and a 1 can't go here because of this one. That makes this a 1. And so now we've got this grid that we have to solve. And so we've got 1s going across this way and 1s going across this way. That must mean that's a 1. So all the 1s are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 1s, so we're pretty much done. Now, what I said before about how in a row must be the numbers 1 through 9. So if we look, we have 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we don't have a 9. But here's a 4. So that means this can't be a 4. That makes this a 4, which makes this a 9. So if we look here, same thing with the columns. Columns must be 1 through 9 as well. So what are we missing? We got 1, 2. Looks like we need a 3 somewhere right here. But look, there's a 3 already in this grid. So that means this can't be a 3, which means the 3 must go here. What other number are we missing? 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't see an 8, so that means an 8 must be here. And if we look at this grid, 1, 2, 3, we're missing a 4, but here's a 4 here, cutting off this cell. That means this is a 4, and we're also missing the 5, which means it must go here. Do you see how the whole grid basically starts unlocking itself when you actually start putting in all the numbers? Let's see. What else can we find? This grid here is missing an 8, and this 8 here cuts off these 2 cells. So here's an 8. And then now we're missing a 4 and we're missing a 9. But I don't see anything down here that eliminates what these. So one of these is a 4 and one of these is a 9. We just don't know which one yet. And since these must be a 4 or a 9, if we look at the rest of this row, what could this number possibly be? Well, we have 1, 2, 3. We know a 4 is going to go here. We're missing a 5. So this must be a 5 because that means only the 4 and the 9 are going to go here. Let's see. What else are we missing? I usually solve these a whole lot faster. Let's see, where are we at with the 2's? Oh, here's 1, 2, because since we have 3 open cells, but these 2 cells here are closed off because of this 2 here, that makes this a 2. Now we just got to figure out where the 2's go here, but it doesn't look like we have enough information. Let's check out 3's. So here's a 3 in this row here. That only leaves this row here to be a 3. And it looks like because of this 3 cutting off these 3 cells and this one cutting off this one, looks like all the 3's are complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if we look at this here, we've got a column that's just missing one number. So we just count 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we're missing a 5. So a 5 goes here. And then we can count this grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're missing a 7. And if we look at this grid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're missing the 8 and the 9, but we don't have any information to know what goes where. So we know an 8 or a 9 is going to go here, and we know a 4 and a 9 is going to go here. All right, let's see. Let's look at 4's again. This 4 here cuts off these 2 cells, and this 4 here cuts off that cell. That makes this a 4. We've got 2 free cells here. So we said before that a 4 can't go here, so that means the 4 or the 9. The 4 goes here, and the 9 goes here. And if anybody wants to know where am I doing this at, I almost did forget. This is the website that I'm on. Be able to play Sudoku for free. Here's a row that's missing just one number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That makes this a 9. And then here's a column missing one number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like it's missing a 7. And then we look at the grid. The grid's missing one number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is missing an 8. And then this column is missing a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is a 9. And now, because remember here, we were missing 8's and 9's. So since the 9's here, that means this can't be a 9, so it has to be an 8, making this a 9. And we come back over here, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing a 6, and we're missing an 8. But since we filled in this 8, we know the 8's not going to go here. That means this is a 6, and this is an 8. Now we've got one number missing here. We're almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like this is a 6. Let's see now. So let's look at this. We look at this for the 4's because a 4 is missing. So we have this entire row blocked off from the 4's. This column can't be a 4, and this column can't be a 4, making this a 4. We have 2 missing numbers up here, which looks like it's going to be the 2, and then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8. But then I can look down here and see that an 8 prevents this from being an 8. That means this must be a 2, making this an 8. This column is missing one number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That makes this a 9. And then we're down to our last 4 numbers here. So what are we missing? Here's a 2, so that means this must be a 2, which means this must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This must be an 8. And then our last 2 numbers here are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6, so a 6 can't go here. Makes this a 6, which makes this a 9. And we end up solving the whole thing. Yay! That's what we do for, that's how we play Sudoku. All right. Enough of that nonsense. This is what y'all are really interested in. Who won this? Who won the poison package giveaway? Complete set of cues. Now, only 296 comments. Let's get it again, see if someone comments at the last second. Because remember, the moment I click this, if you haven't commented yet, it doesn't get picked. All right, that's it. 296 lucky participants. Who's it going to be? 3, 2, 1. Click. Gilly C. Like the 2-rail kicks video, do you use running English or just top English on the queen ball? I think he meant to put cue ball. I got showed to use running English. Let's see if Gilly C is a valid winner. Oh, I see a subscription list right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's have a look. We're just going to keep scrolling. Okay, there's the bottom. That's not me. That's not me. That is me. So it looks like Gilly C is the winner of my 75,000 subscriber Poison Package giveaway. Gilly C, if you're in the live chat, congratulations. Todd Michael, I don't know if you did show up or not, but congratulations on that as well. Like I said, y'all are going to have to get a hold of me. Otherwise, somebody else is going to have to be the lucky winner of this stuff. So let me go find your comment and make sure that you know that you are the winner. Oh, and I see that Gilly C even commented on the BK Rush giveaway video. Let's see. You are the lucky winner of the Poison Package giveaway. Please get a hold of me as soon as possible so we can arrange delivery. All right, folks. There are the 2 winners that I have for my current giveaways. But be patient. For those that didn't win, I have more giveaways coming. So here's what I can spoil for everybody. Surprise, something looks like some of my sheetrock got on this case, leaning up against the wall so much. I'm going to have to clean that off. What do I have in here? No, not that one. No, not that one either. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ugh. Is that what's in here? I got all kinds of stuff, people. Oh, yeah. Sneak peek for those loyal, faithful followers that sit around and watch me blab, get their hearts broken because I don't, they don't get to be the selected winners. What do y'all think this looks like? This is the next product review video that I plan on doing in about maybe a week or two, give or take. And yes, I am going to be giving this one away. This is the J-Force. This is the J-Flower brake cue. This is not the jump brake cue. This is just a brake cue. Am I going to compare this to the BK Rush? No. I'm just going to do like I do all of the other ones. I'm going to try to present the facts about this cue, how much it weighs, what the diameter of the shaft is, blah, 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 what it's made of. And then, of course, I'll do the demonstrations. Now, if I happen to brake harder in using this than I did in the BK Rush video, that doesn't mean that this is a better cue than the BK Rush. So that's going to be one of the first things people are going to notice, if anything. So maybe I should buff up a little bit before I make that video, just so I can have the possibility of making this seem to be more powerful than the Predator BK Rush. that's certainly a thing. But here's one thing I can spoil right now. Like, this is basically half the cost of a BK Rush, and pretty much can do. I can pretty much almost assume that this can pretty much do the exact same thing as a BK Rush, just at half the price. But it's not the only thing that I have to give away still. As time goes by and I get more and more stuff. Oh yeah. That's what makes my giveaways so much fun. As much as I would love to be able to put a cue in everybody's hand, y'all should know I can't afford that. But what I can afford from time to time is one cue at a time to one lucky person. So we'll see. And usually, like, you know, Eve's in my live chat here has said multiple times, like, Eves has been a multiple winner of the Queued Up Network giveaways as well, and he has stated multiple times in my previous live streams that if he would have gotten selected for the Poison package or for the BK Rush, he told me multiple times, and it's in the chats multiple times, just to go ahead and select somebody else. Right? So like that's basically a thing to where it's like, you know, I have yet to see any of my previous winners like win again. But most of the time I'll see comments from people like, I don't need the queue. They'll just comment saying like, you know, I think your content is awesome. If you happen to pick me, just go ahead and pick somebody else. And I mean, and that's super awesome of them, because certainly they can just take the queue that they win and go sell it, so that way they can get the money, or just give it to someone that they know. Like, that's pretty much what I would do. Let's see. JCrazy7126. Can you see me? Well, I see your chat, but no, I don't see you physically. Can you see me? 100% Bow Hunter. You want to know if I can see if your subscription list is public? I can look. I can do that for you. Let's see. 100%. Let's go find one of your comments. About Bow Hunter. Oh, lowercase b. Why can't I find any of your comments? That's awkward. 100% Bow Hunter. Well, that's really weird. I know you've commented on my stuff before. Oh, Jay Crazy, you want to know if your subscription list is public as well? I mean, y'all should be able to go to your channels and be able to see for yourself. Let's see here. I don't know why I'm not finding any of your comments. 100% Bow Hunter. That's awkward. Let's go here. Let's go here. I look for Hunter. No? Well, let's see here. What about, I guess I'll look for, like, seriously, 100% bow hunter. I'm not finding a single comment from you. Let's have a look, because now I'm manually looking, and I'm only going to do that for so long. I know you've commented on my stuff before. Let's see here. Lots and lots of comments to always fish through. This is why I let programs do all this for me instead of me manually having to do this. Sometimes I don't mind manually doing something. Let's have a look. Trying to get all of the comments loaded in here so that way I can just do a find. And then Jay Crazy, I'll look for yours as well. Oh, there you are. So like why wouldn't it show up? All right, let's see. 100% bow hunter. Let's see here. Yeah, I see the subscription list, and I see that I'm in the subscription list. So 100% bow hunter, you're good. Let's see, Jay Crazy, you were asking about yours. Let's see if I can find a comment from you though, since I couldn't find bow hunters using the search. It's the same thing. I can't find yours using the search either. Let's see. I don't think this is going to work. If I go to your channel, it's going to tell me, oops, something went wrong. So it doesn't look like this feature works yet, or they haven't fixed it. No, not that. Go here. Oh, there we go. Jay Crazy, I see your subscription list. And I see me in the subscription list. So like you're good to go as well for future giveaways. Let's see. All right. What else do we got here? Oh, so I guess that's a thing I can do. Let's do this. Let's see here. Let's do this because I know people might be wondering like, well, how do you do this? So let's make this to where people can hopefully see. So if you're on a PC, I think this is different. If you were on a why am I going blank? If you're on your mobile device, but if you're at least on PC, let me see if I remember correctly. You go here and you go to your settings because you'll see that in the picture is or in the upper right hand corner should be your YouTube account name. Whether or not you have a picture may or may not be a thing. Let me turn this off as well so that way you can see everything. And if I remember correctly, you go here to settings and you'll see that there's this privacy here. So if I click on privacy, notice it says keep all my subscriptions private. I have it turned off. So when you turn this off, then that's when your subscription list becomes public to people. I think for mobile, it's a little bit different. And let me see, like I actually used to have a way to share my iPhone on like a live stream, but I don't anymore. But I think on here it's a little bit different. I think here you go to your channel, whether or not you have if you have content on your channel on your mobile device is irrelevant. Just still go to your channel, just like how I did here on the PC. And let's see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. I can try. So when you go to your channel, you'll see on the mobile device, you'll see it's all blurry, but you'll see 3 buttons. One of them from what is it? Here, this says manage videos. then there's a pencil icon over here all the way on the other side. If you click that pencil icon, if I remember correctly, yeah, if you click the pencil icon on your channel, that's when you get the same options here about being able to have your subscription list on or having your subscription list off. So that's how you do it on the phone as well. There's two different ways that I've shown y'all on how to do this. And let's see, Murky Joker, you're asking me if I can see if yours is available. Let me have a look. There's your comment. I already found it. Yes, you're good to go for any future giveaways. Orlando Noons, you're wanting to know who the winners are. So the winner of the Predator BK Rush Jump Break Q was a Todd Michael, and the winner of my 75,000 subscriber giveaway special was Gilly C. So, but like I said, I'm gonna have another giveaway probably in a week or two, and it's gonna be the J Flower J Force Break Q when I basically do a product review video of it. Will, did you ask me if yours is taken care of as well? I can take a look. I see your subscription list, and I see I'm in the subscription list, so you're good to go too, bud. Oh yeah, so that's the unfortunate thing about international shipping. I may pay for the shipping to get it there, but then sometimes there's usually like in order for the recipient to receive the package, like they have to pay like an import fee. Like those are fees that I don't cover. I at least pay to get the package at least either across the border or overseas. But I know some people that I've shipped because I've shipped a couple of times to Canada. The recipients still had to pay like some sort of tax or import fee or something of that nature, and that's a cost that I do not cover. But at least the shipping cost I do cover. Well, Cal Patty 15, you want me to check yours? Of course I'll do that. Let's have a look. Okay, I see your channel. I see your subscription list. And I see me in the subscription list. So you're good to go. Thank you, Orlando. I can't check everybody's. Like I said, y'all should be able to do this yourself. But I don't mind helping out. That's why I at least showed y'all how to do it. Jeff Childers, you want to know what's my current best for my road to 100? It's currently 48. Now, with regards to that, I think I finally figured out a couple of things wrong with my strategic approach, which basically boils down to pattern selection. After I get the rack open, um, during some of my practice sessions that I've done, I've been able to at least get to the second rack more often now. But once I get to the second rack, I still suffer the bug of missing the break ball or not getting a decent spread. But I think I finally might have at least solved the biggest problem that I had, which was getting out of the first rack, and that had to do with really me not solving any of the problem situations that were in the layout as quickly as possible. So that way, when I solve all the problems as quickly as possible, that means I have an open table now. Like the rack is solved. So once I put the rack in a solved state, then I have to just rely on my shooting abilities and my pattern selection abilities to make sure that I actually get out of the rack. So of course, if I'm able to do that, then I might be able to put up some good scores. So hopefully, the next stream will be better, and we'll see more attempts of me getting into the second rack, and then hopefully the third, fourth, and at least like I said, as a halfway milestone to be able to get into the 50s. Old Man Ferguson, you said you just fixed your subscription list. Let's see if I can verify that for you, even though you didn't ask. I will still do it. Ooh, I don't see it right now. It still says that you don't feature any other channels. So it usually should be pretty instant when you make those corrections. If I'm sorry, if this is even what you're referring to. MDU, you're talking about forces errors. Yes, that's one of the biggest things that I noticed in my last few live streams is that I was also forcing a lot of things to happen. I was trying to force the breaks open. I was trying to force breakouts when I was trying to open up clutters. I was trying to do that forcefully, and that's not the way I play. I'm a very finesse type of player to where like I kind of naturally allow things to happen with just a little bit of control. So when I identified that, then I started playing more like myself, and then that's when I started noticing, wait a minute, I'm not solving problem situations fast enough either. So like once I started getting all those things in gear, then I was like, okay, then I'm able to start, like you said, chip away at the rack at that point, and hopefully get to the second rack, the third rack, etc., etc. So I'm looking forward to my next live stream, like I said, which probably should be on Thursday. I'm going to be busy tomorrow night, and then Wednesday night I do have League. I don't know if Wayne is still in the chat, but we do play his team again, and I know he's aching for another rematch. If you remember in my last live stream, I had Wayne was one of my matches, and he was in the live chat. He's been an opponent of mine a couple of times, and I think he's still gunning for me. I think he still wants another rematch. So I might get another match between me and Wayne again, and we'll see if he's learned anything from the last two matches that I've reviewed for him. All right, well, that's pretty much going to sum things up. I could just sit here and blab on, going on and on. I've already done the Rubik's Cube thing. I've already done the Sudoku thing. So I think I'm pretty much going to enjoy the rest of my evening because work has still been kicking my butt. I actually worked this entire weekend. I worked on Saturday and I worked on Sunday, and I still have to work all week as well. So I didn't even have a weekend off. Um, but hey, that's my job. That's also the reason why I haven't been able to like I've at least been doing the the live stream content, but I haven't done any recorded content. And I just got in a bunch of shafts from people. I say a bunch. It's like three or four shafts from people that are asking me to put tips on. So I might try to turn those into videos. I know one of them wants a white diamond break tip on it, so I can probably try to do a video on that. I got another one that's asking for, I think it was a Kamui Clear Super Soft. And I think, actually, I think two of them are white diamonds. Yeah, so I could probably just do one video of the white diamond break tip. Queue listings. You want to know when's the rematch that we can have? Let me get back to you on that one. Probably after I do the product review of the J-Force. Not I can't really give you a hard and fast date. But let me get back to you on that one. But definitely want to do a rematch. Eve, you'd like to see another coaching session from Shortstop Bob? Well, I mean, that's up to him, right? Because the one that we did, that was him contacting me, and that was a free lesson. Because remember, he charges for he's a paid coach for Straight Pool, right? So that'll be entirely up to him on whether or not if he wants to do another collab where he can try to guide me through the racks and stuff. But I mean, we'll see. It's certainly a possibility. I Like I said, once I get the restream stuff operational, then I'm pretty much open to like having almost anybody on a stream with me, right? Because all I have to do is just invite them into the studio when I'm streaming. So I can do interviews if anybody wants to come on my channel and have their 15 seconds of fame and just tell us your pool story about like what you're doing and stuff like that. Because actually I used to do interviews like because I used to interview like my locals around here, all of the amateurs that I have in my area, so they can tell their story and stuff. Because our professionals are great and wonderful and they get all the publicity that they already get. But who doesn't get publicity are all of the amateurs. People like us, people like y'all, right? And so that's why I like doing what I do here, which is where I try to bring in the amateurs, let them tell their stories, because we all relate to one another in some form or fashion, which I think is really cool. I think that's what makes us one big happy family, to be able to do that. But like I said, once I get the restream stuff operational and I get it all figured out and stuff, then I'm certainly open to having like more people come onto my show, because I think that with the professional subscription service that I'm gonna get, I can have up to like maybe 6 people invited into the studio, and we can all just sit and talk or whatever. So I think that'd be kind of fun. Be a really cool way of being able to you know take everybody that's either all across the country or all across the world and bring us into one central location where we all can just shoot the breeze and talk and get to know one another, and let the viewers get to know all of us. I think that's just going to be a lot of fun. All right, so like I said, I'm blabbing on. So all I can say is congratulations to the winners, Gilly C and Todd Michael. If you see this, get a hold of me as soon as you can, so that we can arrange delivery of your prizes that you won. Because if I don't hear from y'all anytime soon, then that probably means I have to just throw away this live stream, do another live stream, and pick some new people. And I don't really want to do that. So far, everybody that I've that has won my giveaways, they're usually really good at getting a hold of me, and then I get to see like pictures and videos of them using my stuff, because I always like to do stuff like that. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's very satisfying to see the amount of joy that they have when they receive, basically free stuff, knowing that they won something. So get a hold of me as soon as you possibly can. Everybody else that's still here listening to me blab on, thank you so much for being here, and stay tuned for my next live stream of some straight pull. Have a good night, everybody.